Commander, firstly, could I ask about your naval experience?
Well, in the RAN, I've only been in 18 months, but I've had 17 years previous to that in the Royal Navy.
You must have seen quite a bit of flying then.
Yes, quite a lot.
What attracted you to flying, firstly?
I saw a film in 1953. It was called Test Pilot, and I thought to myself, I'll do that. And I considered at the time that it was easy enough to land on a runway, so I'd try it the hard way and land on a carrier. So I joined the Navy.
It was going to be the next question. Why a Navy pilot then?
Any fool can land on an airfield.
Is it as difficult as all that?
Not really, no. It just takes a bit of coordination. Landing on a carrier is a different matter. That takes a lot of coordination. And at night, a lot more.
Do you ever get tired of flying?
Never, no.
What sort of things do you think about when you're flying, or have you time to think about anything except actually flying?
Well, normally you think about what you're doing. If you don't think about what you're doing, something's going to happen. And something not very nice is going to happen. You've got to concentrate on what you're doing.
How many planes would you have flown during your time with the navies?
About 22 different types.
Do you have any preferences after all that?
Oh yes, I think the Phantom was the best one.
What about the Navy's, the Fleet Air Arm?
The Royal Australian Fleet Air Arm has got my second best aircraft, which is the A4, and it's a superb little aeroplane for its job.
That's the Skyhawk?
That's the Skyhawk, yes. I haven't flown the Tracker, but that too is an excellent aircraft for its job. It can do pretty well the job of the Orion, which is a much, much bigger aircraft. And I think the only advantage the Orion has on the Tracker is its little bit longer endurance. Other than that, they do a comparative job.
Would you encourage young men, and say your son, to come into the Navy as a pilot now?
Well, provided the government give us the new carrier and the new aircraft, I'd encourage anybody to come into the Royal Australian Navy. This is my 21st air day, and so I look back in my mind to find out what went wrong on the previous 20 and try not to let that go wrong on this air day. A lot of the planning is done at a desk, and I think background experience is useful at this sort of thing.
This is your 21st air day. Has anything gone wrong in the past?
Lots of little things, but nothing big, thank goodness.
What do you think will be the highlight of this air day?
It's a team effort, and there are going to be lots of highlights, but basically we hope to get up to a peak at about 1400 and maintain that peak until about 1600 when the last aircraft lands. I expect, really, we just go above the plateau of that high norm when the checkmates, the formation aerobatic team, get airborne.